not to beat a dead horse or anything, but other things that lead me to believe that this claim was exaggerated are his physical measurements they gave. Like, first of all, the 18-inch ankle's pretty nuts, because like I said, my calves are 17 inches and it's hard to believe anyone has an ankle bigger than that. But let's not even worry about that. Let's worry about the things that are obvious. The 80-inch chest thing is still messing with me, because like I said, if I was as tall as him, I'd be slightly double my body weight. That's the way the math works out. I'd be double my body weight at 7'8", basically. So at 7'9", I'd just be a fraction above double my body weight. And so that would make me heavier. Like, he was 425, I'd be roughly 450, 460 if I was that tall. And they claimed he had an 80-inch chest, whereas my chest would be around 58, 59 inches if I was that big. So it's like, I look at the pictures of him, and yeah, he's a big guy, but he doesn't look like he has massive shoulders and a big chest. Like, I'm not saying I'm that big and massive, but if I was that tall and everything was in proportion, I don't see like a huge difference between us. He might be bigger, but I don't see him being 80-inch chest compared to 59-inch chest bigger. So I don't really believe that claim. And I especially think the bogus claim was his shoulder width. They said his shoulders were 44 inches wide, and I'm like, that is total nonsense. 44 inches is half of 7'4". 7'4" is 88 inches. That means his shoulders would almost be half as wide as he was tall. You look at the pictures and it's obvious that's not the case. It doesn't even look like they're anywhere close to a third as wide as his total body length, which would make it much more narrow. I play around with numbers all the time, and like the Big Show, I don't even know how wide his shoulders are, but they're nowhere close to 44 inches. And if you look at him, he has a lot wider shoulders than any of the pictures you see of this giant MacAskill or whatever his name is. So, and again, if I was like as tall as him, my shoulders would be about, let's see, 25, right around 28 inches wide. So there's no way, like, you look at pictures of me and how wide my shoulders are compared to my height, there's no way his shoulders would be 16 inches wider than mine if we were the same height. Like, my shoulders are every bit as wide as his, I think, and maybe I don't know, it seems like my shoulders are wider to my size than his were to his, but maybe not. But yeah, I think everything just kept exaggerating as time went along. I think he was obviously a super tall, super strong man. He didn't have giantism. It sounds like he had a lot more mobility and athleticism than most really tall people had. He was an incredible human being, but I think, born in 1825, people just started embellishing all the feats and turning him into a legend, because none of the stuff matches the photographic evidence and stuff. So I still think he belonged on the list. I don't know where he would rightfully go, because I don't have any confirmed lifts. All I have is the stuff of legend, which sounds too ridiculous. But yeah, I just wanted to add both of these to that video I did, just because the Louis Cyr and Paul Anderson stuff is more recorded. There's some controversy about it, but not to the same extent. It's more believable.